Hey Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Libra, know I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you this week, Libra, is that someone is gaining clarity on their connection with you. I feel like this person may have treated you very poorly, and now that they're gaining clarity, they're regretting that. The lyrics my guides want me to share are: my pride, my ego, my needs, and my selfish ways caused a good, strong woman like you to walk out of my life. Now I never get to clean up the mess I made, and it haunts me every time I close my eyes. This person is being haunted by the way they treated you. And they're looking back on the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, and they're thinking, wow, I really could have done things differently. I didn't show up in this relationship correct, honest, and with integrity. And I feel like what this person did is they presented themselves as this like very romantic, loving, considerate, kind, and gentle person, the Knight of Water. There could have been a lot of love bombing involved. This person may have asked you to marry them or talked about that. This person, they could be very good with their words in a way that gets people to trust them, but they know how to get around that. You know, we have the Seven of Air. That's a card of betrayal and lies. And so this person masked what they were doing with like nice words, gifts, I'm just like the most loving, kind person you ever met. But they were doing that to hide deception and lies, and also to hide who they really are. This person is more driven by the physical aspect of things. They use their charisma to get what they want, and it's almost like they use their charisma also to get like mask things and lie and get away with it, cheat, steal, whatever this person did to you with the Seven of Swords coming out. They could have done all those things to you, and they use their charisma to get out of the situation. And they use kind of like their dominance too. The King of Fire is a very dominant energy. This person feels like they can do this everywhere they go. And the quote that my guides wanted me to share goes like this: never make the mistake of assuming that a person of peace is unskilled at war, because when you take someone's kindness for weakness, you'll end up losing them just before you need them the most. And I feel like this person made that mistake with you, Libra or Crosswatcher. They made the mistake of assuming, because you're being represented by the Queen of Water, and this is a very empathetic, loving, gentle energy. And I feel like they came up against you in war because they thought that your tender heart would be your weakness and that you wouldn't be able to withstand their power, their dominance, their cruelty, their lies. They didn't think that you would be able to fight back. But we see here with the Five of Fire, they thought they were, putting their fire toward someone that didn't know how to handle it, but they got met with fire. And so a conflict ensued, okay? And I feel like this person is having an awakening right now to the fact that just because you are kind does not mean you are weak. Kindness does not mean weakness. Kindness is actually a strength. And they're seeing things from a different perspective now, and because of that, they're really struggling with how they treated you. Because I don't know if they thought you were weak in the past, or they thought they had some sort of power over you in the past. They thought that, I don't know what they were thinking, but they're seeing things differently now. They're having an awakening. They're undergoing an awakening. And what they're also discovering is that they actually really, really love you, with the Ace of Water coming out. They're realizing that they really loved you and they should have treated you better. And because whatever happened here, it's almost like this person can't come back and clean up the mess they made. and they're being haunted by that. They're being haunted by the fact that you showed up with genuine, true love for them, and they responded with cruelty and harshness, and they didn't show up in this connection correct. And they had a lot of pride, ego, and they were very selfish. And because of that, they kicked out a Queen of Cups from their life. Or actually, I feel like you left them because, you weren't putting up with this. I feel like this person thought you didn't have boundaries as well, or that your boundaries would be wishy-washy and they'd be able to do whatever they want and get away with it. But I don't think you let them get away with it. So good job, Libra or Crosswatcher. And my guides wanted me to share this oracle card with you to close this reading. It says inspiration, idea, spark, conception, and impulse. And from the guidebook, it reads, this card is about energy and the conception of an idea, the spark of divine consciousness. Inspiration is the fundamental creative energy of the universe. It is the seed of new growth, the ray of first light in the dawn of a new day. Within our inspiration, we find the power to heal wounds and begin anew, to build bridges of connection and light the way to true fulfillment in life. There is limitless potential available to each of us right now. The universe holds this expansive infinite potential just waiting to be ignited. It is time to be still enough to grasp this and to allow it into your being. Absolutely anything that can be conceived can also then be achieved. It's just a matter of taking that spark of inspiration and working out how you will go about manifesting it into reality. There are truly no limits to what you can create and experience in this world. What inspires you the most? It's time to push beyond previously held ideas of the possible, to believe in that spark of inspiration and to allow it to propel you into inspired action. This card also encourages balance. When we allow inspiration into our minds, it can be only manifested to its best potential if we are living a physical existence connected to our earthly needs. An idea or an inspiration can't play out in the world if it stays in our mind as a dream or a desire. Our inspiration must be brought from this energetic realm into physical reality, and we do this by creating balance between these aspects of our own being. Balance between the spiritual and the physical worlds is essential to ensure the fulfillment of this inspiration's potential. When we are inspired, we illuminate even the most mundane activities. Our actions come from a higher place, leading us to the realization of our highest visions. If you are feeling uninspired, you may need to step away from your current focus and allow the breath of life to move through you in new ways. Walk in nature, move your body, play music, write in your journal. These are all pathways for the divine to find you, to reignite the light of inspiration within you. Soon you will feel reinvigorated with a new sense of energy that can be channeled creatively into the world however you choose. Inspiration is waiting for an outlet now. So, you may have Capricorn in your chart because this just came out in the Capricorn reading as well. I feel like there's something from this experience that you had with this person. This is relevant to the experience you had with this person. There's something that's wanting to come through you. There's inspiration, an idea, or something about you, what you can create or what you can communicate about what it is that you have experienced here, what you learned from the experience. This card reads self-expression, exchange, sharing, and connection. Your guides are asking you to spend time in meditation, to think about inspired action that you can take in your life from this wound. I feel like this is a wound that you have, and any wound that we have and heal, the result of that is medicine. It's understanding, it's growth, and it's healing. And there's something here that you can channel for the healing of others. And it's like it needs to be shared. And so your guides are asking you to spend time with them so you can take inspired action forward, because there's something really beautiful that you have to express or share because of what you went through here. So I hope this reading was helpful for you, Libra, and we'll talk to you next time.